50% chance that you might have another magnitude 6 or even larger. It can happen. It's unlikely, but it does happen. So people should be expecting, especially over the next hour or two. The probability dies off very rapidly with time. So the most dangerous time is the next hour. And then you go another few hours, your half again is likely. Much like the way the shaking dies off with distance from the earthquake, the chance of aftershocks dies off with time.
And how much damage can an earthquake like this do? I mean, we're talking about it hitting big cities here.
Now, when we had a 5.9 right under, in Los Angeles, so lots of people right on top, we had $350 million worth of damage and 3 deaths. And you don't have as many people on top of this place, but you definitely don't have a strong building code either. So I would expect that there are down buildings, especially what we call unreinforced masonry. Brick buildings are notoriously bad in earthquakes, and they're relatively common in Virginia. So I think when you get close to where the epicenter is, I would expect to see significant damage to brick buildings.
And for those people who've decided to stay inside, what's your advice to them at this point?
If you're in an old brick building, if you didn't have any damage from the last one, then you probably aren't going to be getting it in future ones. If you've already got some damage, you probably want to stay outside. It's only a few % chance of something bigger, but that's pretty significant. And the other thing is that there's probably going to be, I would expect to see some damage to water systems. Whenever we have an earthquake of this size, we damage water pipes in California. Those are particularly fragile structures. And I would imagine, I don't know if you've gotten in contact with people right on top of it, they may have lost some electrical service. You should also be aware to smell leaking gas. Water heaters that are not strapped down can fall over and pull gas pipes out of the wall. And before we had laws requiring water heaters to be strapped down here in California, we would see numerous fires that would be caused that way, even at this size of an earthquake.
Can you help us confirm the size of this? We're getting some mixed reports here of 5.8, 5.9, even a 6.0. Can you help us clarify that?
Well, I looked quickly before I came on the phone at the USGS website, and the moment magnitude, which is the most reliable type, at that point was 5.8. So unless it's been updated by the USGS, that would be the official magnitude.
Okay, we are getting word that it has been updated to a 5.9. But listen, let me ask you, because one of our producers has some family in Richmond, and according to his mother, she felt a terrifying jolt, actually thought it was a gas explosion. Would people have been given any type of warning that something like this was coming? I mean, how quickly does this happen?
There is no warning. At this point, we have not found anything that